Okay, here we go. This is the closing remarks for Alt Legal Connect 2023. It's about to be the very last thing that we do on Umbrella as a group. You could still come back here if you want. You can socialize on this platform through Friday. So you can continue to do one-on-one meetings with one another, talk to one another, hang out in breakout rooms, do whatever you would like. We will be adding materials and everything else like that in the next couple of weeks. So look for an email from me. I'll let you know when all of that is available for you to view. And you will be able to view recordings of sessions and everything else like that here on Umbrella. However, it's the very last thing we're gonna do all together right here, Umbrella. Um, so you know, let's all hold back our tears while we listen to Nehal talk. But real quickly before we do that, a couple of things I want to remind you of. Number one, please make sure to enter to win a prize. Um, our speakers and sponsors, our workshop leaders, our roundtable discussion leaders have so generously donated. Make sure that you sign up for a prize. Um, and if you need more information about that, you can actually do that right now. If you do that right now, you're going to see me go into a tiny little window. So you can go ahead and go to the event home and click over on the bottom right. There's a link that says All Legal Connect prizes. Click on that. It'll take you to the survey that I just sent you, but it'll also give you a description of each of those prizes. But I need you to submit that like now ish. So get on that. Also, make sure to give us feedback about your sessions and about your workshops and roundtables. I did put the link for the workshop feedback in the chat before the last session, and we did put the survey in the chat right before this. So make sure to fill those out. And you will see all of these links in my recap email for this evening. If you haven't been getting those recap emails, send me a message. Let me know. All right. So here we go. I'm going to welcome back All Legal's founder and CEO, Nehal Madhani. I just introduced him on Monday. I'm pretty sure you remember. And also, he might be the only all legal person more famous than I am. You probably know who he is. So I'm going to spare you the details of his bio yet again. But here is Nehal.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bree, and hi, everyone. It's been an amazing 3 days. They've just frankly flown by. First, I do want to quickly thank our conference team led by Bree, who actually managed to test positive for COVID on the first day of this conference and still insisted that she MC and run this conference. So thank you, Bree. And I want to thank the rest of our team for bringing together our vision of a modern and virtual trademark law conference to life. We wanted to do something that was novel, that really did have unique content, that addressed the business of law as well as the actual practice, and put community and connections front and center. So I hope that you've experienced that with our sessions, our post-session chats, our workshops, our roundtable discussions, as well as all of the social and networking events that we've held. And I want to thank each of you for joining us for our third Alt Legal Connect and for being so instrumental to success. It's been wonderful to see how much you all have enjoyed this conference. There was a experienced attorney who mentioned that even though she was very seasoned, she felt the presenters were impressive and left with invaluable insights. We also received lots of positive feedback about the eye-opening T-Tab hearing that we were able to bring to you live, and a wonderful post-hearing discussion that featured a T-Tab judge who provided a number of key takeaways for participating in a T-Tab proceeding and oral hearings. And if you missed this, don't worry. Our team has actually summarized these takeaways and already published them on our blog. And so they were so helpful. But it's also been great to hear all of the positive feedback that you've had about interactions with our team as customers and as attendees of Alt Legal Connect. And I like to think that one of the reasons is because one of our core values, something that guides pretty much everything we do here, is humanity. We treat each other, our customers, and the IP community with respect and empathy. and we see the common humanity in each other. And it's not just something that is unique to our team. We've actually seen the same sense of warmth and helpfulness in the Alt Legal Connect community. And that's really what I think makes Alt Legal Connect so special. The alt legal community is kind, it's thoughtful, it's helpful. In fact, earlier today, I was in one of the post talk sessions, and somebody had just mentioned in passing that a particular attorney was so helpful in setting up the infrastructure when they got started, even though they competed on some level for the same clients. And immediately, several other attorneys echoed the same sentiment. And we saw so many examples of this in the chats, during each of the sessions, the workshops, the roundtables, of fellow trademark attorneys being eager to share tips and resources with each other. We saw that participants weren't shy actually about asking questions because they knew their questions would be met with something that was supportive and helpful. So thank you for not only following Bree's advice not to be a jerk, but for helping us create an amazing community. Now, I also want to thank each of the 32 session and workshop and roundtable speakers for making this such a success and leaving everyone so inspired and prepared to just make improvements in their trademark practice. Let me actually switch over to our slides. There we go. Our sessions this year were, just frankly amazing. We expanded upon the popular workshops, as you may have noticed, and actually added roundtable discussions. And the content for both of these was really wonderful. And I really can't thank all of our roundtable and workshop leaders enough for the time, effort, and as well as their expertise. And we're thrilled to see so many connections continue beyond the chats and the sessions and the meetings that were umbrella. We had great social networking activities like mini games and trivia. And it's just remarkable to see how much activity there was in just 3 days of Connect. We had 300 plus attendees this year, including many joining us globally, 50 plus meetings that were set up with sponsors, and 200 meetings set up among attendees in Umbrella, and thousands of chat messages that were exchanged. And we love seeing this enthusiasm for really what makes Connect special, the connections to each other. Now, I kicked off our conference by sharing some of our vision for the trademark practice and its future, which, as I mentioned, was anchored in two key pillars around community and innovation. And I hope that through the sessions, the workshops, the roundtables, you've been able to see how integral these themes are to growing personally as well as professionally. And as you think about community, I really hope that you don't think that the end of this conference means that your connection to the alt legal community has to end. There's just so many ways to stay involved and stay in touch. We have a monthly webinar series. We have our weekly iHeart Trademarks newsletter, our blog content, as well as something special for TMAs, which is the Trademark Administrators Exchange, which is the email discussion group that's just dedicated to TMAs, as well as our free trademark paralegal course. And also, I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible in person at our upcoming in-person events that are going to feature CLE sessions and networking in cities near you. We've been collecting information from many of you about your preferences. So if you do have one, please fill out our survey, which should be in the chat, because we're getting excited to book our plane tickets. And there's still time to voice your preferences for the first one. And the other important thing I want to highlight is innovation. As you've gone through this conference, I encourage you to think about how you can take your practice to new levels through innovation, whether it's implementing new technology, innovative marketing strategies, developing technology driven workflows, or even thinking about how you can monetize the tech tools that you already have. There's just so many ways that you could innovate and push your practice to the next level. Our presenters taught us really about all the ways that they've done so, and I hope that they've left you feeling inspired to find ways to do so in your practice. And if you've developed something unique or innovative, whether it's because of something you've learned at Alt Legal Connect or it's just something you developed independently, I'd love to hear about it. And if you have ideas that you want to discuss or just frankly want help trying to figure out how to bring innovation into your practice, I'd be happy to be a sounding board. Just email me at nehal@altlegal.com. And as we think about the future, we're excited about our mission. We want to simplify the lives of trademark practitioners. And with that, I just want to quickly share some of the updates that you can expect from Alt Legal in the coming months. One is we're going to be offering new enhanced docketing rules and automation that will really just make it easier for you to control your docket through systematic rules that you designate. We're also going to be offering a new search and filtering functionality that will provide users with a just much superior search experience. It's going to require fewer queries to find what you want. It's going to operate much more like the other search tools that you're used to in your other aspects of your life. And the part that I'm most excited about is we're going to be offering intelligent whiteboard docketing. We're going to enhance our global capabilities in this area, which will allow you to create and just more easily manage whiteboard filings. You'll be able to create records for parent filings very easily, child applications, and manage status in individual countries and connect all those deadlines together. You'll also be able to create reports of each WIPO matter and designated countries through a new feature called Protection Matrix that will not only show the status, but it will also show you any variations in classes in each of the designated countries. And when I look at the initiatives and updates that Alt Legal has released over the past year, I do notice a few themes, and they're around the streamlining, simplifying, and building community. As we've recovered from the pandemic, these are the themes that are permeating really all aspects of our life, from where we live to how we work to what we spend time doing. And understanding these, that they're also common among trademark practitioners, really enables us to develop new products and updates, and again, achieve our mission of making the lives of trademark professionals easier. So I do want to thank all of our sponsors for making Alt Legal Connect possible. I know many of you are keen to either watch or rewatch some of the content. We will be making recordings available next week. We're also going to be sending a general conference survey. And we'd love to get your feedback so we can continue to make Alt Legal events better in the future. And so please share all of your candid feedback on sessions, workshops, and roundtable discussions. And if you're excited about our content and joining and continuing to be part of the Alt Legal community, we have two upcoming webinars. The first one is on March 9th that will address how to secure European trademarks. And then we also have an upcoming one on not March, April 13th, that will address how you can protect the identities of famous clients through trademark prosecution as well. And with that, I don't want to hold up our virtual happy hour anymore. So I hope you can join us for our raffles, our prizes. There should be a link in the schedule as well as the chat. So I will see you all there shortly. Thanks again for joining us for Alt Legal Connect this year.